Hello and welcome to New Filmmakers Los Angeles in partnership with Movie Maker magazine. My name is Danny DeLillo and we're here at the South Park Center, and I'm here with the wonderful Simon and the wonderful Rico with their fantastic film Ice. Let's take a look at a clip.
No seas chillón. Solamente estoy ayudándote para ser un hombre fuerte.
Alicia, deja que tus padres hagan cargo.
¿Y que la sociedad lo arregla después?
¿Dónde está Jean-Luc cuando lo necesitas?
Mi amor, hoy es su día de descanso.
Morning.
Bonjour.
Los europeos beben mucho y trabajan poco.
Gentlemen, I'm so happy that we're here, and thank you for bringing this masterpiece comedic film that I've been waiting for in Ice. But for those that haven't seen it, tell us a brief synopsis.
Sure. So it's thanks for having us.
Of course.
It's pretty much a story about a successful Mexican family set in the future in Mexico, and they're getting a visit by ICE. And today ICE is, immigration and customs enforcement, but in the future it's immigration and customs encouragement. So these agents are trying to convince immigrants who have left the United States to come back. And it's like a sales pitch, and it says a lot about the current state of affairs and where we might be headed.
Oh, it sounds like our future, to be honest with you, here. But I love this film so much on so many different levels, because I personally think that there's such a bad situation here with how immigrants are treated, by people that are coming to the country and people that have been living here for a very, very long time. And I love that you twisted it around to make people understand that are American, that don't have this issue. I'd love to know the kind of moment for you, Simon, when you're like, because obviously this is set in the future of really, if we keep articulating this, there could be a mass exodus the way we're going. But like, where did the inspiration come for you in deciding to make this particular film, and obviously during this time as well?
Okay, so I'm pretty much a 2015 immigrant, so I immigrated 5 or 6 years ago. And from an outside perspective, you always have this idea about America, the shiny city on a hill. And it has really been rewarding for me to come here, and the friends I've made, the opportunities that really exist here are amazing. However, at the same time, you cannot close your eyes when you see certain rhetoric, previous administration.
Yeah.
But it's a worldwide phenomena where you have this rhetoric about immigrants, and when people hear immigrants, they already, no. But they don't understand that how important it is, how all the jobs that most of us don't want to do are being done by immigrants. So there was one particular moment in LA, the city where I never thought that would happen to me. So I walk into this deli, and I chit-chat with the owner and some patrons overhear us, and they give me the side eye and ask me, where are you from? And I'm like, look, I'm from Europe. And they interrupt me and say, well, at least you're not from the southern border. And I was like, okay. So there's this kind of ranking between bad immigrants and less bad immigrants.
Yeah.
So what is this? And that was the initial thing where I said to myself, how can you bring across the message that maybe there's a different viewpoint? And I believe I have a background in stand-up comedy, and I believe comedy can bridge that division.
Yes.
Comedy can bring this message across that we need immigrants.
Yeah, absolutely. I can't wait to hear about your style of direction, because your cast were just pinpoint brilliant. They got all the great comedic timing and they played it so well. Tell us a little bit about your process as a director, how you brought your cast together. I'm curious about that.
Sure. This was a little bit of a challenge for me, in that I'm more of a dramatic director, and I'm so thankful that Simon asked me to do this. I was a little bit hesitant, but I said, you know what, I want to stretch myself. Let's do this. So we went about it a little bit different in the casting. There was a few people that we already knew that were already going to be in the film, Simon, whatever. So in the casting process, we knew that the synergy between the characters was very, very important. So we narrowed our cast down to about 2 selections for every character, and we spent a lot of time. It wasn't one of these casting sessions, come in, next person, come in, next person. We actually sat everyone down and did some chemistry reads. And then we finally made a decision, these are the people we're going to be. Then when we were on set, we shot this in about 1 day, which was a little bit of a challenge to try to keep comedy, the energy up, because we shot a little bit more of the dramatic scenes up front. We had to go to comedy, and it was getting really, really late. And I could tell that the cast was really tired. So I did some, games and some funny things. I had everybody jumping up and down, telling crazy stories, just to kind of get the energy moving again. And I think it worked, because I think the comedic time, especially with Bill, just worked out perfectly.
It really did, and it was again refreshing to see the roles reversed, and I think for anyone that is an immigrant that's come from this country, it was just nice to kind of be to be seen in this light, and and for Americans that don't understand about how it all works, imagine if it was reversed, for people that have not had to come from a different country, for example, but we're all immigrants here anyway, so let's not forget that. But the thing is that I loved about the film so much is that I think there was a lot of teaching for the audience as well. And aside from your own particular stories, like, what did you kind of both want your audience to kind of take from the film?
I think one of the things was just one was to laugh.
Yeah.
But secondary, beyond the laughing, it just ask that question. I mean, to question about like some of the rhetoric that went on during the last administration, and to really look at it that not everybody that comes across the border is a bad hombre.
No.
There's a lot of immigrants that we have from the southern borders that are just amazing people. Some of the people that come here, yes, they do the work that maybe nobody else wants to do, but we do have a lot of intelligent, people that come across the border and help with the industry. They come either and work in the automotive industry, computer industry, etc.
Yeah, and everyone deserves the same chance at every position, at every job. So, absolutely. I would love to know, like, what is coming next for you both, together or individually.
Sure. Well, let's talk about the project we have lined up together. So 4 years ago, we worked on a proof of concept called The Only Flight. We use this right now to pitch a TV show about aviation and conspiracy thriller, so totally opposite direction. And I just came back from Cannes, the film festival this summer, and we'll see where that leads us now. But
fantastic.
That's our next step.
Fantastic.
And we also have a feature that I wrote, and I had Simon come on board to help me co-write, because he's a very gifted writer. So we're writing it, and we hope to be shooting that this coming spring.
Fantastic. You're the dream team. I love it. Well, keep being the dream team that you are. Thank you for ICE. As I said, I want to put this in everyone's mailbox in America, just to, and beyond, to give them a gentle reminder of how great immigrants are to this country, and we're all immigrants, and we're sitting in Mexico, just a reminder again. But anyways, thank you for ICE. Really appreciate you both. Can't wait for your next project, and thank you so much for being part of New Filmmakers LA.